Pathmonk is the AI for website conversions. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50% by adding Pathmonk to your website in seconds, letting the AI do all the work and increase conversions while you keep doing marketing as usual. Check us out on pathmonk.com. Hey everyone, welcome back to today's episode of Pathmonk Presents. Today we're joined by a special guest. Today we're joined by Kateryna. She's the marketing and partnership manager over at Collaborator.pro. Kateryna, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks so much for inviting me. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you, Katerina. And we finally made this happen. People don't know this, but we we took a few times, a few tries to actually get together today. So between illness and and holidays and whatnot. So here we are. Glad to have you, and I'm excited to get started. So to start, why don't we maybe talk about the basics a little bit? What's the big idea behind Collaborator.pro? And if you were explaining it to a friend over coffee, how would you describe what you do?
So basically, Collaborator is a PR distribution platform, and we connect advertisers and publishers. The way I love to describe it for people, especially who are not into SEO industry, is we're basically an Amazon, but for backlinks. So you go on a website, you choose the catalog, and you're able to choose any website that you want your guest post published on. And we have a huge catalog that is growing every day. We hand moderate it. We have a lot of SEO tools integrated right away. Some of them are Ahrefs, most similar web, even Google Search Console and Google Analytics. We're getting the full picture on one place. And that's pretty much it. It's a straightforward tool to streamline your backlink building process.
Okay, so that's a marketer's haven in a way, I would say. So, are there any certain types of businesses or maybe industries where you feel your product really shines at the moment?
Mostly, I would say it's for SEO teams because we have a lot of functionality specifically for agencies and stuff like that. It's really easy to work with your team all in one place without sharing a password or it's easy to report and do everything all in one place. And lately, we've been seeing a lot of business owners as well because people are mostly interested in ranking in LLMs. So a lot of people who are not really into SEO as much, they're using us a lot for PR distribution and to get ranked in ChatGPT and major LLMs. So
Of
these are
course.
the most ones.
Got it, got it. Okay. And also there's a component of being ranked in LLMs that it's just a little bit more maybe I don't know if complex is the right word, but there's different things that you need to consider, right? So you guys help out also with that side of things, as in understanding is there an education, I guess, process or yeah, something that you guys do or
We do have a lot of educational stuff. First of all, we have our own blog, which is really active. We also have our own YouTube channel, which has educational videos. It also has a podcast. Check it out. Be sure. We do a lot of social media, which also includes a lot of onboarding materials. So a lot of stuff like that, where we also go into how to rank in LLMs. But basically, the way Collaborator helps you to do it is the more citations you get, the more quality backlinks you get, the more your chance to rank in LLMs. We actually did a case study not so long ago about it. You can check it out on our website as well, which proves backlinks are one of the ways to get ranked in LLMs in AI overviews as well.
that's sweet. Okay. So I guess you said SEO teams are your in a way your ICP, right? If you want to get started with a little bit more with the marketing lingo, how do most of these people discover you? And are there any marketing channels that have become your go-to for bringing in more of them?
So I would say the first one, like the top one, is definitely word of mouth, especially in Ukraine, where we originated in. Pretty much every SEO in Ukraine knows us already, which is pretty nice. Like I've even seen
Hmm?
um, job postings for SEO related jobs where collaborators mentioned as one of the requirements, like you're required to know how to work with collaborator. So a lot of word of mouth. We also have like the largest SEO community on Telegram in Ukraine. which definitely helps. And in terms of international growth, we've been focused a lot on going international for the last couple of years. And the channels that we focus on lately are online and offline events. We sponsor and attend a lot of SEO conference. Just this past year, we've been to Vietnam to SEO Mastery Summit. We went to Brighton just recently this
Mhm.
past month. We also went to Ahrefs Evolve in San Diego. And we also sponsor a lot of different smaller meetups and events across Europe, and some of them are in the US. Another one would definitely be influencer collaborations. We've been doing a lot of those over the last year, so that helps a lot. But yeah, I would say these are the top three as of now.
Okay, got it. That's interesting. I mean, I imagine that the influencers were, somewhere in there because, of course, you focus on SEO first and foremost, and as you mentioned, backlinks as well. Word of mouth is a big one, but then, influencers are kind of like I don't know if backbone is the right word, but at the same time, that it's a really a great way to kind of get more exposure because people do connect with people, and at the end of the day, if someone recommends something, they'll if they get it from an influencer, let's say that they trust and watch and kind of model every day, then that's all for the best, right? So.
Definitely, especially lately, people trust, like I figured people trust influencers or especially micro influencers more than they would say trust a paid ad. People trust more like the word of mouth. So definitely agree on that.
Definitely. So, how much of a role does your website play in putting in new business, let's say? Is there anything about it that you think really works right now, or anything you got your eye on improving? How is it working?
I personally don't work with our website that much. I assist some content creation, which is also going on the website, but I'm mostly focused on content for socials and podcast and stuff like that. So I cannot really go into depth on that. But definitely lately, I figured people are paying a lot of attention to everything AI related. People are really into getting ranked in AI overviews and ChatGPT and all that kind of stuff. So having something on your website that indicates and proves that it can help them reach that goal is definitely something that helps. And yeah, basic SEO as well. I'm not a part of an SEO team specifically, so cannot really go into specifics. But
Mhm.
yeah, this is just something that I've been thinking about lately.
Got it. I had to sneak that one in there because Pathmonk is a website tool, right? So
Yeah.
typically, whenever we talk about website, our audience will eat that up. And if there's anything, about a website that's interesting, I think it's also like, what the tech stack or the tool stack is, right? Now, I know you don't deal with the website much, but generally speaking, in your day, right, what kind of tools do you rely on that make your life a lot easier?
In terms of marketing, or could you
Yeah,
clarify?
yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, in terms of marketing. Yeah.
Okay, so me mostly, I use a lot of Canva. I use a lot
Hmm.
of tools like that for content creation, CapCut for videos. I don't really use Adobe that much lately because with the amount of content that we have to do, it's a bit like easier tools are more straightforward for me. A lot of custom GPTs I use for, and a lot of automations I do for myself in with Make for discovering new topics, for discovering
Mm.
trends, for helping me with content creation as well. So that would be the top ones. And also all kinds of analytic tools. I mostly use internal analytics for each platform that I work with. And we also use stuff like C ranking. We also use Power BI and stuff like that. So pretty basic stuff. I wouldn't say I use that many tools, especially lately. Oh, pardon. There's been a lot of like AI-based tools and stuff like that. I unfortunately don't use them that much. I prefer the classic stuff that I've been using over the years. So I would say,
Mm.
and sorry, coming back to the question about the website, which I forgot to mention something. I guess one of the biggest part for our website specifically would be our catalog. So it's the main
Mm.
seven pretty much. Once you go on a catalog, and especially if you compare it with different backlink marketplaces, you can see that it includes much more info, much more data, and it's really functional and it's really easy to use. So if a person goes on a website and checks the catalog, it's the best selling point for us. So
Sweet. Okay. No, so we know where to send people, just in case.
yeah.
Really good, really good. Okay, maybe let's switch gears for a second and talk about you because you just mentioned, what tools you use, and we kind of got a glimpse into like what you do, right? You said Canva, you said CapCut Pro, like things like that, right? So on a daily basis, what's our typical workday look like, and what are the main things you focus on day to day as a partnership and
It
marketing manager?
really depends. It really depends because I cover a lot of different roles, let's say. Basically, right now, I'm part of a team that does content for social media, and we cover a lot of social platforms. We're on Reddit, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, everything you name. So there goes a lot of work into that, but I have a team that works closely with me on that. I'm not the only one producing our content. Um, I also am producing our podcast. So we have a host, Semi Ben Sadek, who's an amazing host, and I'm responsible with like scheduling stuff and being there for the recording, making sure the technical things are all set, and then I'm also writing technical assignments for our video editor, and then I'm in charge of distribution. So pretty much producing and covering the whole aspect of releasing a website. And I'm also responsible for influencer collaborations and our events, the sponsorship events that we go to. I
Hmm.
manage those as well. So my day to day can be really different depending on what the current main task is. So, for example, today my morning was like researching new kinds of content, checking all the emails and everything regarding collaborations with influencers and events. Then I was working on the technical assignment for a video. And some days I would be just working, I would be on a call with team discussing content, or I would be on a call with influencer discussing something. So it really depends. There's no specific structure in my day-to-day schedule, I would say, but that's pretty much what I like about this job, because for me, it's really hard to do repetitive things. And it's way easier for me to like switch from something to the other. It makes me a bit more creative, let's say, and a bit more free in terms of how I structure my day.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. It sounds like you got your hands in different things really across your day, and it sounds like there's a good balance actually of FaceTime, let's say, or speaking to people, as you were mentioning earlier offline. This is like your fifth call of the day, and I can definitely relate to that because we've been recording all day. But also a little bit of like head down, focused, don't mess with me, headphones on, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
that, right? So that's also good for creativity and focus. So that's pretty sweet. Got it, got it. Maybe well, let's stay on that topic for a second. I want to talk about uh actually scrap it. We got a pretty interesting segment that I want to dedicate a little bit more time to, which is essentially a rapid fire segment, right? But you mentioned repetitive things, and there's a couple of things in there that I want to ask you. Essentially, rapid fire, I'm sure you've seen this, you're a podcast producer, so just a bunch of questions. We just, go rapid fire in the sense that it's concise in a way that the question is asked and also the answer. Is that good for you or?
that's good.
Okay, sweet. Let's do it. So, when it comes to content, and you deal with content a lot, do you prefer watching, listening, or reading?
Definitely reading. Watching for me is a bit hard.
Okay, okay, interesting.
Attention span
So,
is struggling.
really,
Yeah, yeah, especially like with all the form content that I consume and produce, it's really hard for me to like really go and pay attention to what I watch. So for me, definitely reading is way easier.
okay, fair enough. Um, when it comes to reading, what's the last piece of content that you've read? Could be an article, could be a book, anything. And that was that anything that really stuck with you in it?
I'm currently rereading. It's not related to marketing or anything. I'm currently rereading one of my all-time favorite books, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by sorry, by Mark Manson. And I also read a book about storytelling for brands by can't remember the name right now. I'm sorry, and can't
Okay.
remember the specific name, but it was an amazing one. It was really helpful in terms of updating my knowledge on storytelling because I started as a journalist. I started my career as a journalist and a
Mm,
creative writer. So I'm a storyteller naturally, and I haven't been like working with written content in quite a while. I'm currently working more on like videos and imagery and stuff like that. So it was definitely helpful to see how it evolved over the last couple of years that I haven't been working on it that much. And in terms of like shorter stuff, articles, I do love Reddit a lot. I've been on Reddit for 10 years now, and I do enjoy reading like long reads. It can be marketing related, it can be something like, no stupid questions. One of my favorite subs. They have a lot of interesting stuff that you can really think about. So I do enjoy reading like simpler pieces, I would say. I try to like the subtle art of not giving a fuck. It's really easy to read, book that gives me some break from all the work and all the news around and everything. So yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I know that book. I agree. It doesn't scream like, Shakespeare,
Yeah.
uh, just from the title, right? But that's the beauty of it, because it's simple. It speaks like, we speak, if you will. So I understand kind of like the frame for where you approach it. It's like, simple read, something that's useful, I can take away from, right? So that's a good one. Thanks for the recommendation. I'm sure there's people out there that haven't read it. So that's a good one too. And Reddit, of course, Reddit is a gem. So, if you had a magic wand, Katerina, and you could fix one frustrating thing in your marketing life with tech, what would it be?
Ooh, I would love a all-in-one tool for analytics, because analytics is something I don't really enjoy doing, especially crunching numbers. It's tough for me. And I would love to automate that. And I know there are tools that help you automate that, but because we have so many different analytics channels, you still have to pull the data manually, you still have to scrape it and then you put it into a tool. So I would love something that would help me get it all together in one or a couple of clicks, and that would be perfect. Like analyzing after when the numbers are all in there in the table, easy for me. But I hate working with Excel. I hate working with spreadsheets. So for me, definitely that would be a lifesaver.
Yeah, fair enough. As a creative type, I can see that. I mean, that's pretty much, um, what they say, what we say, I would say, because I don't particularly enjoy spreadsheets either, but I know there are some wizards out there that are really great with it and get creative. So
Are. I'm
that's their
impressed
jam,
with
right?
those. There's some people on my team who are like so good at that, and I'm just shocked every time I see those beautiful spreadsheets where everything, works automatically, and here I am trying to copy paste everything separately. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I hear you. Okay, so going back to repetitiveness, what's one repetitive task that you love to put on autopilot forever?
Would love to put another pilot, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, analytics and reporting, I would say as well. Like preparing the documents, preparing all that. I love writing and coming up with my own conclusions. I hate like trying to put it all in, this nice packaged thing. So two things, yeah, analytics and reporting definitely. And also like something I've been trying to automate, as I mentioned before, looking for trends and looking for news and anything that helps me with creating content. I love researching stuff and I love getting inspiration from different channels, but also it's so much different content. It's kind of hard to be on track of everything and not to overwhelm yourself with all of that. So definitely doing stuff like I've been trying to do like automations with Make and these kind of things. I would love to perfect it to the point where I would just, go and it's a ready-made idea because yeah, it's a lot of ideas, a lot of content, and a lot of work and patience goes into like preparing that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's it's that struggle of the creative process, right? I wonder if we could do without it, but I don't think so, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like it has to be there for it to actually produce something. But I get your sentiment. Katerina, we're wrapping things up. It's gone by so quickly, and of course, we don't have a long form podcast, but I really enjoyed our conversation. I want to thank you for being on the show with us today. I also want to give you the last word. So if someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is the one thing that they should remember about the work you guys are doing?
Uh, Collaborator is a Ukrainian-based company, which I'm really proud of as a fellow Ukrainian, and we're doing an amazing job. comparing other like platforms I've been seeing, I'm really proud to be a part of this product. I'm really proud to be the one promoting it. And definitely check us out. Check out our podcast as well. It's on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, it's everywhere. And follow us on social media. We do a lot of pretty cool content, and I'd be glad if more people would be able to see it.
Sweet. Well, I'm sure you will be. So we'll link everything in the show notes, and hopefully, we'll get more people your way too. Again, Katerina, it was a great conversation. Really appreciate it. Your inputs and ways to think about marketing, but also what you do on a daily basis. And reading recommendation, of course. That's I'm sure that's gonna get some people a good giggle, but also really good insights from what they read. So again, I wish you a wonderful day, Katerina, and I hope we can do this again soon.
Thank you so much and have a good day. Thanks for having me.
Of course. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.